Isn't that stunning? Let's investigate. There we are, Chachoengsao. This is where you start your day off. So one of the great days out away from Bangkok. Inexpensive, where you'll have heaps of fun. Yeah, if you're going to Chachoengsao, get down here early. Have a look inside the station. If you're coming on the MRT to catch your train, take the long tunnel to the railway station. There's like a museum all of its own. The walls are adorned with images and writing in English and Thai, telling you about the history of the place. And then once you've been to the ticket hall and bought your 13 baht tickets, 13 baht all the way to Chachoengsao. Oh, and another tip, by the way, if you are staying in the tourist area, you can jump on this train at Asok, which is next to Petchaburi MRT station. But far better to have the full experience and come down here. And this is where you get on the Chachoengsao train. With apologies to Glenn Campbell, Chachoengsao, oh Chachoengsao. Time to get on board if you're going. Off we go. See you at the other end. By the year 2030, I reckon Chachoengsao got a real chance of being Thailand's next boom town. That's because of the proposed high-speed rail link that's going to go all the way from Don Muang in the north of Bangkok, through the city, serve Savannahboom, onto Chachoengsao, down to Chonburi, Pattaya and all the way to Utapao Airport. It might mean a new station for Chachoengsao south of the city, so that it can have high-speed trains. That's to be determined yet. Many thanks to Bangkok Pat for allowing me to use this clip in my video. Please subscribe to his channel and watch his full-length video on the subject. The link's in the description box below. Yeah, welcome to Chachoengsao. I'm at the railway station, and what a cracker it is, I'll show you around in a minute or two. Chachoengsao, sometimes known as Petru, which goes back to ancient times. It basically means fish with 8 slices in it, which is an old dish here. Now then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a tuk-tuk, commandeer a driver to take me on a quick tour around. I've been here many times, it's somewhere that I really love. And as I've just explained, the landscape here might change. Actually, it's been a real boom town in 5 years with a high-speed rail link. I must be honest, until I met my wife, I could have seen myself ending up living here. It's somewhere that I'm really fond of. As it happens, I've fallen in love with seasicket up in the northeast, so that's not going to be happening. So, sit back, enjoy the ride, and see what I can show you about this wonderful little town.
นาทีขณะนี้เจ้าหน้าที่ได้เปิดการจำหน่ายตั๋วแล้วโปรดติดต่อซื้อตั๋ว
Right, let's go! Got this kind man in front, I'll show you him later. Negotiated a price. It's going to take me So a lovely garden to start with some football attached, you'll be surprised to hear. Right, that was a quick drive, certainly quicker than when I've walked it in the past. And here we have the Fighting Fish Stadium, believe it or not. The home of Chachoengsao FC, who currently play in Thai League 3 East Division. There is another club in town, Bedru City, who play on the outskirts of town. See if I can find you an image of that place. But yeah, this is alright, it's a good venue because the stands are next to the pitch, especially on these two sides. So, the main reason to come here, apart from the football, is to show you a magnificent garden just round the back. Just bear with me a minute. Now that funny shaped building you see, just beyond the trees there, that's the Provincial Hall. And like many towns in Thailand, there's a lot of land around it where people go and exercise, especially of an evening. This beautiful lake here cools the temperatures a bit, and they're just over the road. To give the Fighting Fish Stadium its other name, the Chachoengsao Town Municipality Stadium. I got it slightly wrong. That building there, it's a big pagoda where people can shelter and they put shows on. That's the Municipal Hall in the background. Look at this lovely little basketball court just behind the football stadium. Really just seems to be the centre of sporting activity in the town. More evidence of what is perhaps a healthy town. It's perhaps apt in the week that's been Mother's Day in Thailand to come to the Princess Mother's Garden here in Chachoengsao. This is stunning. What a beautiful place. I never tire of coming here. Always try to pop in if I'm in visiting. Beautifully kept gardens and scenery. I love the palm trees here. You'll have seen them on the drive through town. Just something very scenic about the whole place. Let's have a toddle around, see what I can find around the far side. My driver's very obliging. And there we have a statue of the old Princess Mother. It's very, very similar to the park you might have seen on my video featuring Chachoengsao. That too has a garden in memory of her. Also very beautiful. I think this is wonderful, I really do. Good place if you're going to come and watch football to relax in here first. Bring a picnic. Bring some drinks. Right, let's get back to the driver. What a wonderful driver. Best one in Chachoengsao. we are, Wat Sathorn. An incredible temple. People come from all over Thailand to look at it. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like without the scaffolding so you get a proper impression. It's a real shame, but hey, I should be used to it really, coming from where I do in England, because York Minster very rarely has a clear view. There's always scaffolding around that, but it looks like they're doing a proper restoration job here. So a little bit of history really. Let's have a look around, see what else there is. There is what is normally a very bustling market over the road from the temple. Well, I was just thinking to myself, just how much trade must be hit. It's normally so busy around this area. But not to be deterred, we're going to have a look around and see what we can discover anyway. That's the traditional dancing. There's nobody inside and they want 400 baht to watch. We'll give that the wide berth. Looks like lots of prayers for the upkeep. And another big indoor market over the road. I hope they get some customers soon. The smaller temple here across the road from Wat Sathorn, Wat Pedru, still seems to be open. Let's have a gander inside. Not a lot happening in there, so I'll save you the trouble of watching anything. I've been in there before with my wife Dow to make merit when we visited Chachoengsao. It's okay, it's okay. It's the centre of the community. People are very religious in Thailand. They come to pray. We've got two big temples next door to each other down here by the river, which we'll go and have a look at now. That rather fine property across there is described on Google Maps as a multi-purpose building. Lamphong Sathorn, its name. Which means there's all sorts goes on in there. Okay, time for your geography lesson of the day. Chachoengsao sits on the Bang Pakong River. Now, not that bridge you can see there in the distance, but another one, several kilometres south, is where many of you will have passed on the way to Pattaya. You know where there's those two massive pit lines or either side of the tollway where you stop for services, food, drink, what have you? Well, that's not far south. That is Bang Pakong services that you stop at, near where the river enters the Gulf. The other way, you can see it meanders left and right all over the place. I'm going to be walking along there back to the town, see what we find. But I think this is rather fine, you know, this covered area for people to sit and relax. It's just got a lovely chilled out vibe about it as this town. I really like it, as I've said before. I'm very surprised there isn't a boat service runs up and down the river. There's some potential for somebody with entrepreneurial spirit. We'll see what we find as we head back into town. On foot. Time for exercise. Thais love Paramgao, King Rama IX, the former king, as is encapsulated on this wall. The other side of which is some kind of military establishment. So I'm careful filming because my pal Steve and I came a cropper one day in central Bangkok. We came to the attention, innocently filming away, and the army took exception to it, army and police, and I thought we were going to be rounded up. They took a photo of us with a group of them, and I thought we were going to be heading back to Savannahboom. But all was well in the end. My mate talked us out of it, as ever. So yeah, always be careful near any military establishments, especially as I film this. It's not long after the border conflict seems to have died down with Cambodia. But I just wanted to show you some of these beautiful images on the wall. Chachoengsao is a great city to walk. It's very flat, like all Thai places. Make sure you take on lots of water. Do not dehydrate or get sunburned. Right, just off the main road here by the river is the governor's house across there, and further down the museum of Chachoengsao. Let's go and have a look. Well, I'm bang out of luck today. This place is closed as well. I've been in before when I came with Steve, and a lot of it depicts royal visits, Paramgao, Princess Sinatarin, who the garden early is named after, and Queen Sirikit. It's a lovely old building. It's a shame we can't get inside. Never mind. Onwards and upwards, we'll go for a walk further into town. Oh, one handy tip for you, by the way. If you want a museum in Thailand, you're not sure if it is the museum, the name for a museum in Thai is Pepitapan. Easy for you to remember that, you Farangs. Pepitapan. Just across the road from the old moat is one of the features that I really love about Chachoengsao. The riverside walk starts. Beautiful scenery on the far bank there, the jungle. Let's have a walk along the river, see what we find. I think I can say without doubt, if I had have ended up living here, I would have spent many hours walking along this promenade. Okay, there's plenty more of the town when you cross over the bridge that way. Indeed, further round on the Pakong there's a temple that I can show you in a little while. And also a market on the river with temple, and famous for its bats. Lots of bats flying around. See if I can find you some footage of that from when we visited. Once we get under the bridge, we're heading towards the old town, and it's myriad of small streets, and it's so typically Thai in the fact that there's lots of independent little shops and cafes, coffee shops. You see the spire of Wat Saton there in the distance with the scaffolding up. That's where we've walked from. Yeah, pretty nice place, eh? Some new condos further along there on the river. Now, if you didn't know any better, you would hazard a guess this was a railway station, when it is in fact the Crown Property Bureau. And there's a beautiful clock there, all alongside the river, just before you enter the old town. Well, I've seen this many times, but I've only just discovered that Golden Place is a supermarket. What a wonderful building, eh? Can you see the attraction that Chachoengsao holds towards me? I know it doesn't suit people of all ages, and some of you want all action excitement, but I think it's a cracking place. I do. Look at these buildings. They're stunning. I'm going to go across there and have a little wander down this first road, which, as you can see, is narrow and just full of little shops and cafes. Lots of shops along here selling fishing gear for on the river. One of the more main industries fishing here along the Bang Pakong. Yeah, over the road there is the entrance to the Ban Mai Rin Nam Bedru restaurant. History galore. If you're going to come on a weekend, be prepared to wait, and be very good if you're driving to get into that car park, because they do pack them in. Several streets run parallel to each other down here in the old town. I'm going to see if I can find the little mall along here. There are some larger malls on the edge of the city, like everywhere else, but I love towns that have got character and people shop right in the centre and keep businesses alive. I've struggled to find that mall, but it's like a little maze round here. Walk round and round. Find things just out of nowhere really. I do know there is one because I bought some mere pods here several years ago. Maybe down there. Maybe down there. Anyway, you get the impression. I've had a look at it. Lots and lots of stalls. Buy everything you need. An area of town with real character. Here we are, it's more an indoor market than a mall. You would come across it eventually. What's going on in here? True heart of Thailand. Here we are. I said the old town's like a maze. And there is the indoor mall, air conditioned. Getting on in years, but it's lovely to bang in the middle of the old town. So there you go, Chachoengsao Old Town. Plenty to do down here. Without any further ado, one of those tuk-tuks has got my name on it. All this walking's made me rather thirsty. Let's see what I can find. Chachoengsao bus terminal. Let's have a look around and see what's happening here. Yeah, lots of song towers here at the bus station and small vans to take you to all the local attractions and nearby towns. It's good. Some of the bigger buses stop here. It's a very strategic location, this Chachoengsao. As people come from Pattaya and down that way, they can cut across without going into Bangkok and up towards Isan. So it's a reasonably vibrant bus terminal. Yeah, inside, very nice. Comfortable, aircon, all the different booths selling tickets to different places. I've just inquired, the times of the last buses to Mo Chit Nekamai in Bangkok are 5 o'clock, which is extremely early. All different destinations available. So yeah, it's a decent bus station. And naturally enough, the area outside, plenty of shops, little market stalls, taxis, tuk-tuks. So it's easy to get around here, and you're never short of food or drink. Thanks Chachoengsao, that's been wonderful. So if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to this channel, tell your friends about it, like, please comment, it helps me no end if you comment on the videos. Tell me which are the places you'd like me to feature, or which are your best parts of this video. So until next time, take care wherever you are.